And then, of course, when I was 23, I was asked to head the NAACP in Detroit. Now, they had the largest chapter.
Okay.
And then that really catapulted me into a lot of civil rights activity. I mean, at Detroit, this was right after the riots. There was a lot going on. I remember the first campaign we were dealing with. It was the precursor to gangster rap. It was black exploitation films.
Okay.
Superfly.
That's right.
The Mac. And once again, misogynistic images of women, men portrayed as pimps and drug dealers, and the glorification. And I saw this. I saw it coming. And we would actually picket and demonstrate against these movies, debate Ron O'Neal.
Okay.
And then there were other serious things like major voter registration drives. I led a march we actually walked from Los Angeles to Baltimore with about 100 people.
Los Angeles.
To Baltimore.
To Baltimore.
Right. Walked from Louisville, Kentucky to Detroit. We retraced the Underground Railroads.
Los Angeles to Baltimore.
You gonna let me finish? Yeah. Yeah, Los Angeles.
Los Angeles on the West Coast.
We called it.
Baltimore
On
the East.
Yeah.
Which
is
like
3,000. Your geography teacher would be proud of you.
Exactly.
Yeah. You weren't asleep in that class.
How long did it take you to do that?
Too long. It took a long time.
Right.
But we did this. We called it the March for Human Dignity in South Africa and at home.
Okay.
And it was a group of volunteers. It ranged in ages 16 to 78. And we did voter registration every city we went into. We spent the night in people's homes, sometimes hotels. We registered people to vote during at night. We had rallies. We got petitions signed to end apartheid in South Africa, and then we ended up at the NAACP convention in Baltimore. I led a march from Louisville to Detroit. We called it the Overground Railroad because we retraced the route of the Underground Railroad. That is, slaves could go underground to gain freedom. We were going to walk over that same ground to maintain it through voter registration and participation. And then we walked from Richmond to Harlem, and then San Francisco to Los Angeles. And then during the Reagan administration, we knew we had to get people out to vote, so then we pulled the granddaddy of all marches and trekked across the country. And by the time it was over, we probably had registered over 500,000 people.